We are live in the studio, coming at ya.
I mean, it's not. I mean,
Cleopatra.
it always feels a bit weird, right? That the studio has two different color schemes and
Look,
two different aesthetical schemes.
we're sitting on two different sides of the room. I don't know why that's gotta be a
But
big deal, Pete.
it's not a big deal. It's just the fact that whoever decorated in a very unusual way.
Yes, someone with
It's
a
all
frantic mind.
yeah. It is also the fact of why is the color scheme different? Like why is mine a dark grey compared to your lighter grey? Why does it look like mine's a bedroom and yours is an office?
Mine is a gray brown. Thank you very much.
Okay then.
It's called London
Uh,
Stone. So I don't know
I,
why
I've never.
it's.
I'll be honest. I have never seen a stone in London that color before.
I don't know why it's called that. It's weird, but it is called London
Are
Stone.
you sure I didn't inadvertently take the R off the end of stone?
Ah, London Stoner.
There you go. Oh, and this is the content you lot have been missing for three
Oh,
weeks. We're
yeah,
back, everyone.
for an
Better make
hour.
sure we actually are still
Right.
Because imagine me talking into the void and it's not even
Yeah.
live. That'd be
Oh,
funny, wouldn't it?
we missed all the comedy gold.
What comedy gold?
Everything we say and do is comedy gold.
Oh, don't, because I will start. Honestly, I'll start quoting Family Guy.
Oh gosh, no.
Oh, Tom Hanks. Everything that guy says is a laugh. I have eight. Oh shit.
Oh no.
Right. Yeah, we're good. That clearly got caught. That one.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah, good, 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 good.
Good.
Excellent.
Good. Good.
Also, why are we recording so late? I wonder why.
Well, we're gonna talk about that.
Well, we are. We definitely are for sure.
I'm
So
so
let.
tired.
I know. Actually, let me just do my
Yeah,
normal,
do your
my
thing.
actual normal job of usually doing what I do because I'm so out of practice. Honestly, this is ridiculous.
I know. I hope I didn't just freeze us, but
Don't know.
doesn't matter if Chad is not involved. Nope, that is not what I was looking up. I forgot how to spell apparently. There it is. Why is my caps lock on? I'm dying. Oh my gosh. Isn't this so entertaining?
Oh
Chad.
yeah, of course. It's
Yes.
fantastic. Oh, I must remember to pop the party poppers because it's such a party.
It really is.
Woo.
You need to message people on Discord.
This is what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing.
Oh my goodness. This is going to be a rapid podcast, apparently with no chat involved. Which is fine. If you want to be that way, fine. What is today? Sunday?
It is.
No, maybe people are at church. The Merkins.
Good point.
Oh, Bueno's here.
Oh, howdy, howdy.
Bueno.
We can always rely on Mr. Bueno to come join us.
Chad
Thank you.
Bueno.
Yeah, the ultimate Chad, in fact. So yeah, I've just put this one as stupid.
That's
So I
alright.
said, come join us as we record the next episode of the podcast where we'll be discussing the most recent escapades of people being smooth brained on the internet.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah, that's what I thought.
Controversial.
I thought that was good.
It is good.
Yes. Let's do a share. Right, we good. Let me just add as a Discord, because we actually, I mean the notification has gone out on the usual channel, but obviously the video content is not to everyone.
Oh, right. Right.
Which I've always like wondered why. Like,
Yeah, it really that needs to go to everyone. I bet we should ask.
I
that
probably
gets
should tell.
changed. Yeah.
I probably should
Is it
tell
Jonathan?
Mike.
Oh, Mike, okay.
And no, it'll be TMX Ghost.
Oh, right. Okay. Right.
I'll give him a message possibly. I know why he's done it. It's like the video content channel is meant for like sharing stuff out, but yeah, it's just I think it should go to everybody.
No, I agree.
No problem. No problem.
No problem.
So, let me grab our upon.
I do apologize to our chat and future watcher listeners in the future. It is late.
It's quite
7:45 p.m. in the UK. And the next.
Yeah, well, we have a reason behind it, but you know, we'll get that's create a dashboard. That's what I was looking for. I was looking for a way to bring the chat open. Yeah, Brent put edgy. Ooh, edgy.
We are edgy. Edgy McCaden. Oh my gosh, I am very tired, Pete.
No, really?
I don't know what's gonna come out of me. Woo!
Say nothing. Do nothing. That's all it is. Just like smile and wave.
Smile and wave, boys. Smile and wave.
Yes. Also, I'm not bringing attention to the fact that you're clearly wearing Deadpool stuff to wind me up on our return. So yeah.
Yep, that's exactly what I'm doing. And tomorrow, at my gym practice, I will probably be wearing Deadpool head to toe.
Fair enough. Yeah. So don't worry about that. That's absolutely fine. Also, I just want to talk quickly because I'm not going to mention this on the show because we want a quick one. I started playing Yakuza 0 the other day.
Cool. But you like that, right?
I haven't played it before. I haven't played it. No, my big shame is that I've never really played any of the Yakuza games apart from 7.
Right, which is amazing. So what do you think of it?
It's taking a little bit of time to get used to the fact that it's not an RPG, it's a brawler.
Right, which I think is, don't you prefer those?
I quite like a brawler, but this is very weird.
Oh, yes. Yes, it is.
I mean, from what I can gather, I've heard that there's a lot of comedy elements to Yakuza as a series.
Right.
I'm not getting that from this game. This one feels very, very serious.
I'm trying to remember...
So Yakuza 0 is essentially the first in the series, like not the first game that came out, but canonically it's the first in the timeline.
And I think it is the
Kiryu is like, sorry?
I think it is the more serious one. There is one that's like serious, but I can't remember.
Yeah, I'm not too sure, obviously, but there was one moment that absolutely cracked me up, though.
Oh, what was it?
So, it's a fight that you're doing, and there's this guy that literally keeps following you around in this essentially what is a dungeon.
Yes.
And he keeps following you, and you have quick time events to do it. But then it's when you get to the bathroom, and you finally finish it off, and you fly and kick him out of the window, and it is just brilliant.
That's very good. Very good.
Yeah. But that fight against the Tojo clan boss is really quite difficult for a chapter 1 boss.
It very much is. Yeah, okay. So Yakuza 0 is the more serious one of both.
Okay, so fair enough. I'm glad I picked up on that within the first few minutes of it, that it's supposed to be more grounded, more serious.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry, I had to blow my nose.
Oh, you're not allowed to do that, Pete.
No, I just had to get rid of all the cocaine, clearly. You know?
Oh, yes. We need that for the show. That's our go-go juice.
Oh, you missed this band.
Late night recordings.
Yeah, anything can happen. Just let it be known. Be warned all. Brent put, I only liked Like a Dragon.
That's the best one.
So you liked the whole series then? No, it's because obviously no, because it's called Like a Dragon in Japan.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously they called it Yakuza over here, so now they've unified it and made it Like a Dragon
Yeah.
all across the world now.
Yakuza Like a Dragon. Yeah. But that is the
Which
best
is
one.
going to be weird because they're now going to have to reprint Like a Dragon 7 technically because it says Yakuza
Yeah.
Like a Dragon.
Yeah. So it's just Like a Dragon, Like a Dragon.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Uh,
But oh my god, did you see the RGG summit?
no. No, I did
Oh
not.
my,
Was it good?
it was fantastic.
I I have to admit to our audience, I mean it's just our watching audience at this point, but I've been away from games and game news and game info
For weeks.
For weeks.
Yeah, I know you have.
For weeks.
I had a feeling that was probably likely to be the case, so I got you on this.
In about a week and a half, I'm going to shut myself up either here or upstairs, I'm not sure, in my room. And I'm going to play everything I can get my little fingertips on.
Nice. Just so you know, because you've been away from it for a while, Deathloop has now come to the Xbox.
Somebody told me that the other day. I am dying to play that.
So am I. I've got it downloaded, ready to go.
Nice. Nice.
So I downloaded that and Yakuza 0, and what do you think I chose? I chose Yakuza 0, of course.
Yeah. But like I said, it's a good one, Pete. I think you'll like it. I think it will grow on you.
I'm most of the way I've finished chapter 1. I'm on to start chapter 2 now, and whilst I didn't like it at first, I'm starting to get more familiar with the fighting style of it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's really what it comes down to.
So they had the brawler style to start with, and I'm like, it's too sluggish, too slow for me. And then they include the rush style, and I'm like, this is exactly what I wanted, thank God.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm just waiting to see. I do really like the mechanic, actually, of spending money on yourself to unlock your skill points. That is a really weird concept.
I like that. I mean, it has been explored in other games. In various ways like that, like various interpretations or whatever. I weirdly do like that myself. You know?
Yeah.
Because
it is a good option, to be honest.
Yeah. Bethesda does some stuff like that too.
Yeah.
On their various RPGs.
Okay. So I didn't even know that was the case because obviously I don't play as many RPGs as you do.
Yeah.
So I think that's the thing that's sort of kind of confusing me a little bit more about it is the fact that it is part RPG, part brawler, sort of like massive story game sort of thing. And it's like it's got all these elements that kind of confuses me, but overall it's quite decent, but not quite there yet, and loving it.
Right.
So
yeah, I mean that's how I would describe it, as solid.
Yeah, I probably would describe it as solid, but obviously there's one character that I haven't encountered yet that apparently is a huge part of this game, and he's supposed to be fantastic. Don't worry, I know who it is, so I'm not even gonna say otherwise. Also, must mention quickly, I played the Spaceboat demo finally.
Oh right, good. That's been on my mind lately. For those who,
me too.
Again, this is for our future viewers. For those who don't know, that's the creation of the dev team we had on a few weeks ago.
I can't remember the name of their actual shoot. It's Rambo.
Is it Rochambeau? I don't remember.
I'm gonna look now because I'm gonna embarrass myself if I keep trying.
They're amazing. I actually want to have them on for a future show for an idea that's been brewing.
We've spoken about this.
Exactly. I am hungry.
Brilliant. Better get this sorted then.
Yep. I had sushi today.
Oh, recombobulate again.
That's it.
Yeah.
Apologies because that is just, it's 7:30 at night. Well, actually now it's almost 8. So we're just tired.
Of course,
but they're a really great team, and we enjoyed them very much. But
they are.
How was Space?
I would say I was reasonably surprised with the game that I enjoyed it as much as I did.
Right.
Classic point-and-click adventure that is very, very much on the way of classic point-and-click adventure. Like, not really giving you many clues as to what to too. So it's very enjoyable to figure out and try and feel smart from. If you're like me and a complete idiot, then you manage to get the noob hat.
The what?
Yes. So if you ask too many times for help, you get a noob hat.
Nice.
And I got the noob hat.
That's great.
I don't care about admitting that.
I think that's great.
No, it's very enjoyable. It's very short, obviously, but I guess it's more of a proof of concept.
Yeah.
Just to sort of tell you what you're going to be playing as you go through it. But all I'm going to say about it is, it's a U game.
Nice.
It absolutely is a U game. You should play it.
I want to play it, and I will stream it. I'm a little caught up for a few days, but...
Of course.
But we'll get
once you're back up and running proper.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, that'll do it for the test recording, I think.
Oh my gosh.
Well, I had to do it. I keep forgetting to do things as I'm coming along. So.
Well, I don't blame you there. Oh my goodness.
Okay, 2 seconds. I'm just gonna have a look at this file.
If you're just now joining
You're entertaining yourself.
I always entertain myself. Thank you very much.
I can't hear you.
I know you can.
That's why I said it.
So I can say whatever I want, and Pete can't hear it. Kylie's great. No, I'm kidding. But if you're just now joining us this lovely evening.
Oh, good.
Wait, Pete, that's so weird. Anyway, we're recording late tonight. It's a little bit goofy, and it's going to be a short podcast.
Shortish, yeah.
Shortish. Short. It needs to be short. I'm not gonna lie.
We're gonna try. We're gonna try and keep it to around an hour, but I think no more than an hour 15.
I can't, because I'm just not gonna last. You'll see me fall asleep.
It's okay. I'll prop up for that last 15 minutes. That's fine. If needed, I'll just. That's what I mean.
I will stare into the camera and drool.
That's fine. There might be a corner of the internet that enjoys that, so can't leave those fans out.
I don't yuck. I don't yuck anyone's yum, as I often say.
Yeah, that is very true.
Bueno says, I assumed it would be a quick one. You assumed correctly, because late nights are always quick.
Yeah.
Except for that one we did with Kieran.
Oh gosh.
That was
yeah,
like
the
4 hours.
2 hour show.
No, it's 4.
Oh. Was that a stream though? Or
no,
was that a podcast?
That was a podcast talking about the quote E3 stuff.
Oh yeah, we had 3 hours of actual nearly 3 hours of the podcast, and it was like the stream either side, wasn't it? It was like Jesus.
So 4 hours,
man.
Oh,
jeez. Yeah, that was a bit long. So
that's
anyway,
what she said.
Shall we get the show on the road?
Yes. What episode is this? 134.
I'm gonna double check because I'm sure it's 134, but I want to be sure. Oh, buckets.
What?
I'm not even signed in.
What is wrong with you, Pete? Oh my gosh, I just need to go to bed and eat.
Yeah, 134.
134. I think I'm gonna eat chips and salsa tonight.
Nice. Sounds like a plan.
Next week I have to start my nutrition journey back the way it used to be.
Please don't start, because I do too.
I have to eat so many eggs.
Don't, because I will start going into a conversation that was had on Friday.
About eggs?
Yes.
Oh.
Someone basically described the fact that one of their friends had said the way that they order eggs if they're at a restaurant, like say for breakfast or something like that,
yeah.
they want the unborn on toast.
Oh my gosh.
Exactly.
Bring me your unborn. But they're not unborn because they're not fertilized.
Yes, I know, but it was just the stupidity of the conversation, clearly.
Yes.
So I then said, how would you like the unborn? Beaten to an inch of their life?
Oh my.
Boiled to death or fried in oil?
Oh, I'm getting hungry, Pete.
Better get a move on then, shall we?
If anyone ever asks me how I like my eggs, I will say fertilized. I heard that in a song once. I didn't make that one up. Yeah, I didn't make that up.
Okay, alright. I mean, it's something that would usually come out of your gob, so it
Yes,
wouldn't
it
surprise
is.
me.
That's probably
So,
why I glommed onto it. I was like, oh, this is a me thing. Okay.
oh, please don't say glommed on when you're talking about eggs. Oh God.
Okay.
Right, let's go. So I'm
Right.
recording. So let's start in 3, 2.
Welcome to Rapid Reviews Radio Podcast, episode 134. How do you like my podcaster voice, Pete?
Great. Clearly, you've been off. You've been practicing.
I am always off. I am your co-host, Kiley Wilde, and I'm joined by my ever-present co-host, Pete Beckett, back.
Howdy.
Oh yeah, I did just step on your line, sorry. Back
Right.
from a wild time and adventure.
Pete, yeah, it was a weird adventure.
Tell us how you've been.
Insane.
Yes, in the memory.
Having too much time off makes me a bit crazy. To the point where I do crazy things and ask people if they want to get married.
Yeah! Pete did that!
I did. Yeah, so I said about some life-changing things on the last episode. That was the life-changing thing. In fact, even to the point where my co-host Kurt on the Neverwatchers podcast, please go and listen to the Neverwatch, had listened to our episode and went and specifically messaged me and asked what it was. It was like, oh, interesting. So I told him, obviously.
I have to tell our audience because it's important that you know this about me. I had to keep that a secret.
For months.
It was, yes, for months. It was tough for me. Like, I know Pete had to do the whole, like, asking thing, but I had to keep a secret, people.
Oh, and you actually did, which I'm more surprised at, which was great. Thank you.
I did. Yes, I did. But no, I've seen the ring. I've seen the evidence. I've seen the post-ask photo. It's beautiful. It just absolutely is. It is.
Yeah, I was very happy with the series of events and how they occurred. More outside of that, the holiday was everything I sort of wanted it to be. So refreshed, relaxed, nice and chilled, sunburnt, obviously.
Yeah.
But I'm back now, ready and raring to go. So
back, baby.
Anyway, Kylie,
yeah.
let's talk you. Let's talk you. You know, because you've had a crazy couple of weeks, haven't you?
I have had crazy couple weeks. I have had a wonderful opportunity. My childhood friend comes and visit. You'll see her sometimes in the chat. She might pop up in here now.
Who knows?
Tonight.
Yeah. Well, let's hope so, because I haven't seen.
Yeah. Oh, she did say to tell you hi, Pete. I forgot.
Oh, okay. Well, keep passing messages back because it feels like last time.
I know, exactly. No, she visits every couple of years. She's probably the one person that's known me the longest at this point. And she's been here for a few weeks, and we have seen so many things. Because if you've been following this show for any length of time, I recently got my driver's license, my UK driver's license. But I've lived here for almost a decade, and I haven't actually seen very much. I've seen some things, obviously. But, I mean, Ireland's a big island, and there's a lot of things.
You say that. It's quite a small island, but lots to do.
Yes, that's a good point, actually. Because you can drive the whole thing in 5 hours. But, yeah, so that's been fun. But I am very tired.
Yes.
I don't go very much. And I've been going a lot. So now I'm tired.
As you can probably tell.
Also, because as you know, also if you follow the show, I am what you call a workaholic. And guess whose business is not up and running right now?
I'll take one guess and go with yours.
Yes, it starts with the BAM and ends with the Uzi. Yes, it's still temporarily down until at least December, which is great. That Christmas rush. I talk about a rush. I'm gonna have like 2 weeks at the most.
Oh, sounds like fun.
Yeah. But anyway, so I don't have that to rely on. So I think I need a vacation from my vacation.
So you need to go back to work then.
I need to go back to work. I really do. Um, but it's been a lot of fun, and it's always enjoyable having her here and stuff. Because like, here's the thing: like, you forget when you get older, there's not a lot of people that know you.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of people left. There's not a lot of people who grew up with you, who come from the same area. Oh, remember when this, store or this fast food place existed, and remember what we used to do here. There's not a lot of people as you get older, so it's always kind of fun and stuff. So if you're out there and have old friends out there, reconnect. It's really good. It's really cool. It's cool.
Yeah, I can tell you that for sure, because I met up with a couple of mates the other day who go back as far as secondary school.
Heck yeah.
They are very good friends, but I haven't seen the both of them together in quite a long time. So it was quite nice to get together, go to the pub, have a couple of drinks,
Yeah, do that.
and then play Smash Brothers for multiple hours until
man.
2:30 in the morning.
Man, I'm jealous. I do want to play. I haven't played. I've been playing mobile games, like obsessively. Not anything.
I mean, it's good. Let's just say that mobile games are probably not as bad as they once were.
Right. No, that is true.
Some half decent ones.
Oh yeah. Like, I mean, yeah, like it's true. But definitely mobile gaming is my backup gaming thing. And stuff.
Have you ever considered a certain app on your iPad called Xbox Game Pass?
Yeah, I actually have that, but I don't have the wireless controller thing.
So you have a Series S?
Well, I have a Series S, and I have a PlayStation 4 thing.
Yeah.
Doesn't that controller work on an iPad? Okay.
Yep.
I need to figure that out.
I mean, I can see that PS4 Pro there of yours that's clearly got a controller to it.
Yeah, exactly.
That's not being used for any other reason.
No, it's a giant paperweight right now. I am just... Look, this is never...
words.
Words come out mouth. This is never a slight against any of our viewer listeners. I love each and every one of you equally. But I'm over Sony. I'm an Xbox girl.
Well, I'm glad you finally admitted your fangirl tendencies.
I think it's time to admit that, because I haven't touched any of the new stuff.
Oh, it's nice to know that I'm the only non-fan person on this podcast.
Isn't that
Prizing
funny?
Nintendo merch next to me.
Yeah, exactly.
No, look! You see that glorious display behind me of Unity in gaming? Thank you very much.
Unity, but yeah, because
that's not. I was gonna say that's not even a good segue, because there's no bloody Ubisoft stuff to talk about.
No, I mean we could, but
No, thank you. I'd rather not.
Yeah, Brent says over 100 cloud games on Game Pass have touch controls. No excuses. Do they really?
They do, yeah, including Streets of Rage 4 being one of them.
Oh, right. Doesn't the Turtles as well?
I haven't tested that to know for sure.
I need to look into that. See, audience, you're learning new things with me.
Yes.
But anyway.
Yeah, I need to look into it. Anyway.
That is not what the show is about today.
No, we've got some news stories to cover.
We do. We have quite a few. I'm going to let Pete take over because, guys, for real, my brain is very tired.
So,
looky there.
Oh, it's a Mr. Deadbeat Punk. Hello,
Interloper.
He said that Citizen Sleeper is a good touchscreen game and a GOTY contender. I might have to give that a look then.
Ooh, what kind of game is it, though? Not that it matters. I'll still play it.
I don't. I have no idea, but I have heard a lot of the talk about Citizen Sleeper, so...
Right.
I need to start actually playing some games that maybe go into consideration for Game of the Year.
Because that show's going to come up fast.
To be fair, I've got 2 out of my 4 games already, which are nailed on guaranteed. So
very good.
I think you know both of them as well.
I do. But
I won't reveal them here.
No, that's for later.
I probably already have, if I'm honest, in previous shows.
You have, but
Yeah.
that's for them
So
to find
anyway,
out.
sure.
But yes.
So change this to normal format. We're going to try and do something slightly shorter today. So I've only got 3 news stories, but they do fit a theme. Just to let you know, visual novel with dice roll RPG mechanics. Sounds like that kind of game.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that.
Okay, gonna give that a look then. So yeah, we've gone with 3 news stories that fit a theme. So not gonna say what the theme is. I'm sure you might be able to figure it out.
Yeah.
So 2 of the news stories are coming from VGC, one coming from Nintendo Life. So those are your sources. They'll be in the show notes as per usual because we cite sources because we're good like
We
that.
cool like that.
Well, yeah, I believe that the people writing their stories should definitely get their credit. So
no, I agree, 100%.
So anyway, this comes from VGC. Popular YouTuber Dunkey is launching a game publisher. I'm sick of sitting on the sidelines. So anyway, so I'm going to read the story. So popular content creator Jason Gastro.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, what a terrible surname.
Why? It's like a gastropub.
I mean, no. I could have said he's a larger gentleman.
He is a larger gentleman, but he wears it well.
Yes, he does. Anyway, moving away from fat jokes. That's exactly why I was not going to pick them.
Yeah, but I said larger,
so
and he wears it well. Anyway, yes.
Anyway, better known as video game Dunkey, or just Dunkey.
Yes.
Has announced that he's launching a game publisher called Big Mode.
Mm-hmm.
Love the name, by the way. That sounds very much in sort of his style.
Yep.
So, speaking in an announcement video, Gastro said that he was sick of watching from the sidelines and believes he'll be able to use his reach and experience critiquing video games to bring promising indie titles to market. However, many industry pundits and developers have questioned his qualifications for running a game development company and suggested that Dunkey's announcement is reductive to the work that goes into the modern publishing business. Gastro, who formed Big Mode with his wife Leah, has over 7 million subscribers to his YouTube channel Video Game Dunkey, and more than 1.3 million Twitter followers. So this is a statement that comes directly from him. He says, I've been on YouTube for 11 years now, and one of the core themes of my channel has always been to slam dunk soulless cash grabs into the garbage can and lift up and praise the truly inspired works of art in this medium.
That is true.
For years and years and years, I have always sought out the very best indie games out there and have tried to do them justice, putting millions of eyes on the games that actually deserve attention. A lot of games out there understand how to emulate the look of your favorite games, but don't deliver where it actually counts. Many of the true games out there are being drowned out in a sea of mediocrity. You need someone who can help you be seen. I want Big Mo to act as a seal of approval, which is something I do not apply lightly. I am not looking for creative control over your games, but I want to be involved. I'm sick of sitting on the sidelines waiting for great games to appear. Now I want to get in there and make it happen. So I'm not going to read any more of this because I think that's pretty much the long and the short of what he has to say about it. There were the reason why I bring this up is because there was a lot of fervor and a lot of people on Twitter, let's just say, losing their proverbial minds.
Yeah.
And not in a good way.
I was completely surprised.
Yes, so if you haven't realised, this is the Kiley story.
Yeah, I have a lot to say about this one.
Can I just add this, because
I
have just seen that there's a couple of comments that have been included within this article, including a certain person that you know well.
Okay.
A certain Danny O'Dwyer, the founder of a video game documentary company, No Clip, commented, "We got to drop the naive shtick that having opinions on games is a qualification for understanding just about anything about development." He also added, "It also raises many ethics questions, but I'll give them the benefit of the doubt for now. I'll just say I don't know any indies who want an involved publisher with no experience or industry rep." In the same way that No Clip had none of that too.
I mean, there's a lot to unpack there.
Oh, I know there is. So I will also include that it says Vlambeer developer Remy Ishmael wrote that he was happy to see a new publisher emerge, but urged any developers considering signing with Big Mo to heed caution. "Listen, I'll support anyone who wants to..." this is a quote. I'll support anyone who wants to throw money at indie games, but indies, if you're going to take a deal from someone whose publishing qualifications are, I played a lot of games, make sure your upfront is 130% plus of a well-paid, comfortable budget.
So, I got in a discussion with him.
Sorry?
I believe that is the person I got in a discussion with during this week.
Rami Ishmael?
I believe so, yes.
Really?
Yep.
Okay then. So take it away. Let's discuss this. Because I'm interested to hear this now.
Okay, so I was taken by complete surprise. Okay, so a little bit of background. If you don't know, I'm an entrepreneur. I'm an investor. I try to be an angel investor when I can be. When opportunities come up and stuff like that. I have a book publishing company. Took the plunge. Unfortunately, lockdown has, made it go a lot slower than it was supposed to. And my actual business was supposed to be in franchisees at this point. Mm-hmm. So all that got behind. But the point being that I'm a person who invests, who sees opportunity and goes after it. I'm not very risk averse, but I do try to make calculated risks. So you're not doing anything too stupid, but I'm very optimistic and let's do this thing. Let's change the world. Which is how I got to be in the position that I'm in now. Today, at the very young age that I am, for that, in regards to that. But, so I was taken by complete surprise when everybody came out against Donkey. Now, then it hit me. People forget that Donkey is playing. I keep calling him. I'm just gonna call him Donkey from here on out because that's just how I know him, and it's cute.
Yeah, that's how I know him as well. So that's actually the first time I've ever seen his real name. To be fair, so it's like
I've seen it before. He has done some actual kind of personal videos, but that was forever ago, and I forgot it. But I think people forget that in his videos he's playing a character. Kind of similar to how Yahtzee is in his videos. It's a curmudgeon. It's that's Yahtzee's kind of whole deal.
Yeah.
Donkey likes to say things to upset people, to piss people off. It used to be a long, long time ago in League of Legends, which is what he was known for, and back when I was into League of Legends, it was an honor to be insulted by Donkey. And then one day, someone got their feelings hurt. And I'm kind of confused by that. But suddenly, everyone hated Donkey. And I'm still confused by that. So when all this came out, I had forgotten how much ill will they have towards him. I guess it would be kind of like JonTron doing something, And so I specifically, the thing that came up for me was... Okay, a couple years ago, and NoClip did a whole, I think their first maybe not their first documentary, but definitely one of their most successful documentaries was on Game Grumps publishing Dream Daddy.
Oh, yes, I remember. Yeah, I now remember why you brought this up, because there was that point.
Yeah. I'm completely confused, and if anyone out there is listening and wants to actually break it down for me just a little bit so I can understand... everyone embraced Game Grumps publishing games. And yes, I think up till now, it's their only game they've published. But I mean, the thing is, now, okay, so Debbie's made a very, very good point.
I was going to say, we'll bring that up in a minute. You just finish your point.
Okay, well,
unless it fulfills your point.
Yeah. Debbie says, so any prick with enough capital can start a publishing company. Yes, and I have. Without anyone blinking an eye, but somebody that seems to have a bit of knowledge in the field can't. Now, that right there is something that bothers me. And again, that's why I'm an angel investor. Yes, I mean, if Donkey is smart, and he has been smart in the past, if he's smart, he'll hire people who have actual knowledge, and he'll surround himself with that.
I wouldn't be surprised if he already has, and it's one of the things that why he's suddenly announcing it, because he's got a good team behind him.
That's what I just based on the way things normally work. I do hate with a passion that people who have people who should be in a position, put it that way, to make and create things are not in that position. I think that is a travesty. But I think that's why like crowdfunding and all that kind of stuff exists. I mean, it's not perfect. It's not. And hopefully more people like me will start investing in these, smaller companies or individuals even. Because that's what I do. If I see an individual that I'm like, that person's got potential, then I will throw money at them. Without any, I don't expect anything in return on those. Sure. I do invest in companies that I do expect a return on, and I will yank my money right away if I'm not making it any back. But I guess really what it comes down to for me is I'm shocked at the, like, you can't have your dream, type of thing. It's just so weird to me.
Right. Unfortunately, I'm afraid to say it's the state of the world at the moment. You're not allowed to do this. You're not allowed to say this.
Yeah, it's weird. But I mean,
differing opinions are not something that generally is had in society these days. Or if you do have a differing opinion, you're told to get stuffed, basically.
I mean, yeah, I'm told to get stuffed quite a bit. In more ways than one. Haha. But yeah, so ultimately, just to kind of wrap this up, because I'm so rambling, because I'm so tired.
Yeah, that's fine. You carry on.
I want him to be successful, not because I want Donkey the person to be successful, because he's successful anyway. I mean, he's got buku's money. I do want to see more people. I want to see more people invest in indies, because even though we could argue that there's not a monopoly on publishers at the moment, and there's not, but it does feel like there's only like a few
handful
big publishers out there. With everyone buying up properties and stuff like that.
Brysa.
Yeah. So I mean, I would like to see more players in the game. That's what I would like to see. Yeah.
Okay.
I do hate that there isn't more opportunity for grassroots level, so hopefully we'll see more of that for sure. Yeah.
Now for me, what the problem with this one is, I'm just going to quickly add this, is that it just feels like in the society that we live in nowadays, it's like, oh, we must support big brand. Big brand is more important than anything. Whereas back in 5 years ago, we used to hate the big brands.
No, go ahead.
So it's just a bit weird how the sudden switch is like, we must support Disney, we must support Microsoft, we must support Sony. No, support the indies. Support the actual genuine creators out there. I'm not saying that not to support the AAA studios as well, because they've got some great creative endeavors themselves. But we've seen this from other publishers before, and particularly like quite big publishers. And all I'm going to say on that one is, remember Frogwares and Nacon? Yeah. No more needs to be said.
Well, I mean, yes, you're right. I just think, I know we're trying to wrap this up, but I just think that that's actually a good point to bring up. Disney and all of the big stuff, whether we're talking about movie, entertainment, we'll just say pop culture entertainment, everything is crap right now.
Yes, it is.
I mean,
so I actually find that you're getting a lot more.
Yeah, I know people disagree, and that's okay. You're totally allowed to disagree.
There you go.
But I just feel like everything is just crap. I would like to see some new, fresh ideas.
No, and that's exactly what
They should do.
What I think this is.
They should do a Dragon's Den, but for creatives. Maybe I should do that. Maybe I
maybe you should.
Mm.
Anyway, shall we move on away from this
Yes,
story?
we
There was
should.
a couple of other comments. So Brent put, to be honest, I don't care. Nobody is forcing anyone to work with him in his company. The free market will determine his success. Yes, it will.
I mean,
You know,
ultimately,
people
yeah.
want to support it, then great. And he put, I got a review key for Lost Words on PC for free, then played it for free on Game Pass, but I bought it anyway to support the devs. And that's
See,
exactly what I do
people will
if I
do
get a
that.
game on Game Pass. You know,
Yeah.
I got Shredder's Revenge on Game Pass,
Mm-hmm.
loved the hell out of it, and bought the Switch version because I wanted to support them.
Yep. Yeah, you see people do that all the time, which is cool. That's very cool. Me likey.
Yes.
Yes.
Anyway, let's move on to the next news story, and this one's not going to have much of a discussion because still in the territory of who knows. So
Well,
this one's coming directly from Nintendo Life, where it says Nvidia employee comment confirms chip rumor to be used in Switch Pro is real. Now, the reason why I say this is because Nintendo Life have been caught kind of lying about their stories a few
they
times in
have
the past before. So
specifically
take this
about
with a
Switch Pro.
grain of salt.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. They are
Mm-hmm.
bashing. They are going very ham about Switch Pro because they once put out a discussion about it and now they keep trying to feel like they've vindicated. It's
Right.
a bit crappy if I'm honest, to be honest. So, and I've put my hat in the ring and I said I don't think a Switch Pro is real. So anyway. So, like I said, coming from Nintendo Life, there was a point a year or so ago back when it seemed that every day brought it up with a new Switch Pro rumor. See, they even acknowledged that in their own bloody article. Although things have recently been quieter on that front, however, an Nvidia employee has confirmed, apparently accidentally. Why say apparently accidentally? Why can't they just say that?
Allegedly, accidentally.
Yeah, they don't know. They're not in the head. That's kind of stupid. So the existence of a chip, the Tegra 239, rumored to have existed since 2021 and supposedly meant to be powering that mystical new Nintendo hardware we've all been waiting for. Apart from me, because I don't think it's real. So they're talking for every Nintendo enthusiast there, so thank you very much. Yeah, you can tell this actually really annoyed me reading this. The information was shared on Twitter by @CentroLeaks. After being picked up, yes, the theme of this week is leaking. A leaky pipe. After being picked up on it, yeah, I know. Picked up on a gaming leaks and rumors subreddit and shared by you/follow me in blue. Nvidia is currently holding a 3-day event to promote many of its new products, including its next generation of graphics cards. Did you see those, by the way?
No, I didn't see. Well, I've seen the description is over them.
Mm.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like that they've lowered the benchmark of the 4080 to make it look like it's actually a 4070, which is really weird.
Yeah. Well,
anyway.
there's a whole lot of technical.
Yeah, we could. To be honest, I want to do a big discussion on graphics cards at some point in the future, anyway. So.
Yeah.
So the employee's comments on the Tegra 239, which can be seen below and was part of a message in a message thread, is the first official confirmation we've had of any specific system on a chip, SoC. You can access so it's over on linux.org. However, there's an extract from the subreddit below. So an Nvidia employee has confirmed the existence of the Tegra 239 chip, which has been rumored since 2021 as being developed for the next generation Nintendo Switch. His comment can be accessed at linux.org and states, adding support for Tegra 239 SoC which has 8 cores in a single cluster, also moving num clusters to SoC data to avoid over-allocating memory for 4 clusters anyway. This is to further collaborates reliable NVIDIA leaker, Copilot 7 Kimi's assertion that NVIDIA will use a modified version of the T234 Orin chip for the next generation Switch. I didn't believe that to be true because I'm pretty sure. Well, it might be the case. I thought it was I know they're using the Tegra X, but I'm not quite sure what their code name is for it or their catalog number, let's say. Anyway, I'm bored of reading this now because it's all very technical fluff and jargon. But suffice it to say, the internet came out in full force once again.
Of that, I have
and were very much on the Switch Pro, Switch Pro, Switch Pro, Switch Pro. Yep.
Of course they were. I knocked my microphone over. Sorry, listeners.
It's fine. I barely notice.
I know, but it's gonna be loud on the playback.
Okay. Well, I hope not. And apparently Deadbeat picked it up because he said boom. So
Yeah, I
brilliant.
apologize, but
So that's fine. Anyway, so I'm gonna say some pretty. I'm not gonna say inflammatory things. I'm
Pete,
gonna say some things that
that's
might
all
annoy
you
a fair few
say.
people.
You only say inflammatory things.
I think a Switch Pro is definitely needed now
Yes, but I've been saying that.
because I've been playing Splatoon 3.
All right.
The game runs like crap.
Oh dear. Wait,
So
was it you or it was somebody else that couldn't get in?
there's been a lot of problems when it's come
Right?
to matchmaking.
Yeah.
Um, Apparently in an update recently, one of the big features of Splatfest is the tricolor battles, and they've reduced the rate so badly that nobody can get into them,
Oh my
which is kind of bloody
gosh.
stupid. I know they're tinkering with it because it's obviously an online game, service game, and all that
Yeah.
sort of thing. But my biggest problem is that when you're actually trying to matchmake in the lobby and they're allowing you to just do things, getting in and out of games tanks the frame rate so badly. It's like it's so. I'm afraid to say that Splatoon 2, when it first came out on the new system, despite the fact that the new system was months old at that point and they didn't have a lot of familiarity with it, is a better optimized game than Splatoon 3 that's come out 5 years later. And it is hugely disappointing.
Yeah. It would be.
So I think it's more the fact that the Tegra chip is starting to really show its age now, and I think a Switch Pro or a new Switch is definitely needed by now.
Yeah. I don't play Switch for our listeners slash watchers, which you should know that by now. Um, but as an outside observer, I have been saying they need a Switch Pro for a very long time. But that's only because the chipset is so bad and laggy. Like it's really old. 2017.
Yeah, I mean, even to that point, it was quite an old
Yeah, it
piece.
wasn't.
It
Yeah.
was quite old at that point because I actually didn't know this at the time.
Mm-hmm.
But had it not been for the fact that Nvidia couldn't get the Tegra chip out on time, it would have been part of the 3DS.
Yeah. Yes, I actually knew that.
Yeah, I didn't know that until today, which is really interesting. Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe that's just I'm that much of a nerd that I haven't touched the Switch because I knew it was that far behind. I'm a terrible person. I'm a terrible person if so.
No, it's not. That's not true.
No.
That's not true.
No, because I'm on my iPad constantly, and that thing it's
underpowered.
Very. But yeah. Anyway, so Pete, how do you feel about this?
I still don't think there is a Switch Pro.
I know you don't. I know
actually
you don't.
true.
I
do think. I think if they're doing anything, it's next generation move, like the move over. So I'm still not sure that they're going to do this mid-generation thing like everyone else has done. I know that Nintendo have got track record for turning around and saying they should have done when it came to the Wii era.
Right, exactly.
But that doesn't necessarily confirm that a Switch Pro is in the works.
No, I am going to absolutely agree with you here. 2 years ago, I would have not agreed with you, but here we are, 2 years in the future.
Yeah, well,
it's not going
to be. Just bear this in mind. Mm-hmm. It's 5 years into the generation now, or they're into their 6th year, and most console generations are usually anywhere between 6 and 7 years.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't think they're going to call it Switch Pro. I think it's going to be a whole new thing. Switch squared.
Well, I was gonna say that I don't think they're gonna drop the Switch moniker at all. I think they are going to keep it going. It will probably have some sort of backward compatibility as well, because they'd be stupid to ignore the 110, however many it is now, million customers that have got Switches and will want to play their game on an upgraded system.
Absolutely. Deadbeat makes a very good point, Pete, that you two have. Yeah.
He said, I would love a Switch with an SSD. I can live with poor performance, but not waiting a long time to experience it. I do think that the next Switch will probably come with maybe a smaller SSD or a not quite as powerful as like the PS5 or the Xbox Series have got in them.
Yeah.
Due to financial constraints and all that, so it won't load or or boot as quickly as those systems, but it will probably do the same. But if the rumors of some job listings are correct, then it clearly looks like they're looking at DLSS in their next system.
Right.
So, Brent's put, I only really play N64 games on my Switch. No need to upgrade. That's fair enough.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it just would be nice to be able to play Splatoon 3 and not feel like it's absolutely crapping the bed.
I'm really surprised for a lot of reasons, because Splatoon 3 was such a highly anticipated game. Like, super highly anticipated. They really did a reveal way too early.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. When you're actually in game, it's smooth. It stays 60 frames. It's still decent. It's just loading in and out of menus and stuff like that. You get some real tanking of the frame rate, just like for a few seconds, but it's so noticeable and it's quite bad.
That's so weird because, now again, as an outside observer, Nintendo always seems to put their best foot forward on their major franchise games.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why this is a really surprise to me.
It's not a surprise to me, because we saw this even in 2017.
Right.
Zelda wasn't very well optimized, but we've got the excuse of the fact that the frame rate tanked on certain times of that. But the only thing that we'll say about that one is obviously because it was a Wii U game that was ported.
Right.
However, Super Mario Odyssey does not have that excuse. Well, that's and the Luncheon Kingdom was one of the worst for it.
Really?
It was bad. Yeah, it dropped to sub 20 frames at times.
So, see, they knew this then.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so they've known that the Tegra chip is not up to scratch for a long time. However, Xenoblade 3 apparently seems to run incredibly well.
People would be crazy about that, yo.
Yeah, I know. From what I've heard about it, I've not seen it in action, but apparently that is a very well optimized game. Yeah. But then again, Monolith seem to know what they're doing with the Switch by the looks of it.
And that is a big part of it, is your port person. I'm so tired. Developer?
The devs, yeah.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, I'm not even sure about that, to be fair. So anyway, let's move away from this story and talk about the biggest one of the week.
Yeah,
the last 2 weeks.
Let me just say this. Let me set this up before Pete goes into it. Earlier this week, me, Pete, and Kieran, who is our third co-host who sometimes makes an appearance, were playing, and I said, "Guys, can we talk about the biggest story that's dropped?" Neither of them knew what I was talking about. And
no, because I had stayed away from everything for such a long time. I didn't even know this was happening.
Pete was out of the country, and Kieran's been working like massively hard. I'm the only one that just has no life. But anyway, the biggest story dropped.
Okay, are we going to go on record and say this is the biggest hack of all time?
Yes, I think this is one of the most disruptive and biggest hack of all time. I will say
that. In terms of the gaming industry, 100%, I would say it's top 3 without a doubt.
Yeah, especially considering who it is. You know,
I would have said the Giga Leak was a lot more impactful than this. Really? The Nintendo Giga Leak was massive because they dropped like source code for like Mario 64 and stuff like that.
Oh right, so, right. Oh,
well, Deadbeat has put still Half-Life 2 for me. So yeah, that's a big one to be fair, very big one. Anyway, I'm gonna run through this story as if it happened like a few days ago.
Because for Pete it did.
We're gonna go through the timeline. So, I can't remember what day it was, but I remember waking up and seeing a ton of videos being dropped. A ton of them. And I remember seeing it and thinking, what the hell is this? Turns out that, well, some hacker has not only decided to break into Uber, but also basically hacked Rockstar Games, leaking the source code for both GTA 5 and GTA 6. Well, they haven't sold that yet, but they were looking for a buyer. But they managed to they managed to post out, I can't remember whether it was 70 or 90 videos of in development footage of GTA 6.
Yeah.
So this was actually our first unofficial official look
Yep.
at the game in motion, revealing some of the leaked information we'd previously had, such as the aspect of the Bonnie and Clyde storyline, the male and female protagonists known as Jason and Claudia, I think it is.
That's a step too far for me. I'm not good with
Okay.
names.
Yeah. So most publications have decided not to actually talk the specifics of the leaks.
Yeah.
I don't care. I want to talk about the actual game itself.
Oh wait, then we should probably say spoilers ahoy.
True. Spoilers ahoy.
Yeah. So.
This is your warning. Do not proceed any further if you do not want to hear about half of what's going on.
Yeah.
Or all of it.
It's true.
We good? We good? Yeah, we're good. We're good. That was for the audience. So, yeah. So it's revealed the leaked that previously leaked information we'd had from industry insiders talking about the two protagonists, one male, one female, one potentially being the name of Jason and Claudia. Some of it obviously is very ridiculously early in its lifespan. According to some, actually, there's been some. I think some people have actually seen what the benchmarks were for the PCs that were being used, and I think a lot of them are showing graphics cards of a 3070 and a 3080, which, based on the fact that those cards have only come out in the last couple of years, would sort of date this around 2020, 2021. So at this point, is now about 18 months old.
Right. If it's like a
child. Yes. So it's very early. Let's say it's very early in development. But a lot of videos made their way out onto the internet. There's been some updates on the story, so I'm going to read the updated part of the story that comes from VGC. UK police have arrested a 17-year-old in Oxfordshire on suspicion of hacking, and it's being claimed that it's in relation to the recent GTA 6 leak. The City of London police has said today that an arrest took place on Thursday evening and that the suspect remains in custody. Citing a source said to be familiar with the matter, journalist Matthew Keys claimed the arrest is related to the recent Rockstar hack and possibly an Uber security breach too. Keys has said this arrest was made in concert with the investigation being conducted by the FBI. Yeah, so Rockstar, as a result, have decided that they're going to get the FBI and what? There was another government entity they were going to talk to, and I can't remember. I think it might be the Cyber Crimes Division of someone. That might also be the FBI. Don't know. Anyway, the comment says police are expected to give more details on the arrest of a 17-year-old Rockstar Games hacker later today. Possible statement coming from the FBI later this morning this afternoon. That was as of the 23rd of September. So there was a tweet that came out not too long after. It says on the evening of Thursday, September 22nd, City of London police arrested a 17-year-old in Oxfordshire on the suspicion of hacking as part of an investigation supported by the NCA UK's National Cyber Crime Unit. Oh dear, this guy is in a lot of bother.
As he should be.
Anyway, this goes into some of the story itself. It says earlier this week, transport tech giant Uber said it was in contact with the FBI and US Department of Justice. That was it, the Department of Justice.
Oh, right. Right.
Regarding the culprit of the recent security breach, which is potentially the same hacker behind Rockstar's GTA 6 leak. In what will likely go down as one of the games industry's most high-profile data leaks ever, more than an hour of Grand Theft Auto development footage was published on Sunday via an anonymous user posting on the GTA forums website. By the way, they are very difficult to find now.
Oh, yes. I have no doubt.
Because, funnily enough, I went to go and look for them yesterday in preparation for this story. I found a few. I found a few. So, anyway, they claimed that to have obtained the leaked assets via an internal Slack channel, and said that they were also behind the recent Uber data breach, which had Slack at its center too. Okay, I know a lot of publishers are now using Slack for everything.
Why would you use Slack anyway? It doesn't matter. It's
yeah, I think we're starting to see that the problem is with Slack, nothing else. While it's not confirmed if the attacker did indeed perform the GTA and Uber hacks, the latter released a statement on Monday acknowledging the potential link. Uber has said it believes that the attacker or attackers are affiliated with a hacking group called Lapsus, which has been increasingly active over the last year. Hacking Collective, which may be based in South America, is thought to be responsible for a series of cyber attacks against major technology companies, including Nvidia, Microsoft, Ubisoft, Samsung, and Vodafone. I love the fact that Video Games Chronicle here have decided to write Vodafone and spell it incorrectly.
Oh no, what'd they spell it as?
Anyway,
yeah.
on Monday, Rockstar's parent company, Take-Two, publicly acknowledged the GTA leak and claimed that it had taken steps to isolate and contain the incident. So this is the actual statement that's come from Rockstar. This is the end of the story as a result of that now. So we recently suffered a network intrusion in which an unauthorized third party illegally accessed and downloaded confidential information from our systems, including early development footage of the next Grand Theft Auto. At this time, we do not anticipate any disruption to our live game services, nor any long-term effects of the development of ongoing projects. We are extremely disappointed to have any details of our next game shared with you in this way. Our work on the next Grand Theft Auto will continue as planned, and we remain as committed as ever to delivering an experience to you, our players, that truly exceeds your expectations. So, yeah, they've acknowledged this. So, fair enough. It's not something that usually does happen when they've been compromised, so clearly they felt that this is absolutely like massive and needed to make comment.
Well, the thing is that this company, 2K and Rockstar,
Yeah.
are notoriously guarded and private.
Yes.
And like notoriously. So this was like mind blowing, and I don't use that word like, everybody uses it, but no, it like literally was like, what? When I saw it, I didn't believe it at first. I thought it was just some kids playing a prank or whatever.
I will admit, when I first did see those videos, I did think the same.
Yeah.
It feels a bit too. It felt a bit too on the nose, if you know what I mean. Like, we knew about the two protagonists, like the one female, the one male. We knew it was based in a Bonnie and Clyde setting, like based on these insiders. And it would be. I wouldn't say it'd be easy to recreate it, but it would be.
Yeah, believable.
Yeah.
And it was like set in Vice City and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, because that all of that was rumors. And then this comes out and it's exactly the rumors.
Yeah.
Which is what Pete's
saying.
So
that's what I mean. Feels too much on the nose, if you know what I mean.
Exactly. I'm mostly just shocked that it ever, like, they're just not known for that. They're just known for being so secretive. But I also saw, now that this has not been confirmed, that they suspected a Red Dead Redemption, not 2, Red Dead Redemption remaster was going to be dropped. The footage from that looked effing amazing. I do not know if that was also made up or if that's true, but if that's true, holy crap, I cannot wait.
So what, basically Red Dead Redemption recreated in the RDR2 engine?
Yeah, and it was beautiful.
That would be outstanding, actually.
Ooh, so I kind of hope that is true. But
honestly, wouldn't surprise me if it is, but considering what they did with GTA 5's next generation edition.
That was just terrible.
Don't, because I've got a review coming out for it at some point. Just waiting for a part of it to be added to.
Right. So I wonder though, like, I wonder how this is going to affect development. I wonder how this is going to affect the current, like, storyline, as it's written. Are they going to change things up? Because again, they're known for their surprises. And because, like, people didn't know that in GTA 5, oh crap, yeah, 5, forgot what number we're on, you could switch between the protagonists. And then when that came out, it was like, holy crap, this is so amazing.
It was something very different that they'd done for the series, of course, but if you remember what it was like on the 360 and the PS3 and how goddamn long it
No,
took
it
to
took
load between them.
forever. It took forever, but it was still cool. And then
Yeah, look, take nothing away from it. Very cool concept. They just didn't have the hardware available to do it properly and practically.
oh, Debbie says the
Yeah,
remaster
yeah,
was
I know.
canceled after the
Supposedly.
trilogy
Let's
thing.
say supposedly.
Yeah. Yes.
He says, which is a crime.
I agree.
And also, I must point out that he did also say always the English, which...
yeah, it's true. Why the English guy ruin everything, Pete?
Sins of the past.
Yes.
Not my sins.
No. But anyway, so I guess really that's my concerns is how is this going to affect the game, because yeah, I want the game too, like real bad. Yeah. So
yeah,
what do you think, Pete?
I want to see it. I want to see it at some point, soon. Obviously, don't want it to come out looking like complete arse, because I want the game to be polished.
Funny that you say
no, because I want to bring this up. I want to bring this up. I want to bring it up. Trust me. But, jeez, this footage looked unbelievably incredible, regardless of the actual quality.
I know, right? It did.
No, I was massively surprised at how good this was for an unpolished game.
I was gonna say, do people not know? Because for our listeners at home. Okay.
Stop right there, because it's part of the story. I'm bringing this up in a minute.
Sorry, I can't help it. I'm like, I gotta talk
I know,
about this.
No, trust me, I'm chomping at the bit to talk about this, so we'll get onto it in a minute. But I just wanted to talk about the game just for the moment, because obviously what we've seen there is very, very interesting.
Yes.
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, what we have seen is it's very, very well developed by the looks of it, and it eases some of my fears that I had about GTA 6. For the fact that, I know that a lot of the AI probably hasn't been coded properly, or it doesn't look as good as it should do. But that diner robbery, my goodness, it's really well realized already.
Yeah. I didn't really have any doubts. Because I'm an optimist. Pete's very much a realist, a little bit of a cynic.
I'm a little bit, massively cynical. I wouldn't know it.
Curmudgeon, what is it called? Contrarian.
Probably getting in before Deadbeat puts it. Typical Englishman.
Yes, there you go. But whereas I'm very optimistic, so my fingers have been crossed, because I think, it's gonna come out, and then seeing this, it's like, and stuff. But yes, do we want to talk about the internet's reaction, Pete?
Yes, because they're a bunch of bloody idiots.
Yes.
So there was a viral tweet that sort of made the rounds. Really, I didn't bring this up beforehand, because I'm not gonna bring any attention to this complete moron. Talking about the fact that he said stop leaking my material. Well, I'm afraid to say, good sir, broken record at this point.
Ooh, shots fired.
I've missed being away. Anyway.
Yes.
So. Yeah, some smooth-brained, complete twat on the internet decided to turn around and tell developers that they know game development better than their own professionals, and that graphics are the first thing that gets done. And why does this game look like complete crap?
Like, I don't understand where this guy came up with that. And then people believed him. I really don't understand.
No, I do understand this. I do.
Who on earth thinks that the graphics are done first ever?
Not me. I'm not raising my hand.
I was going to say, what, Pete?
No. I'm raising my hand because I have a point to make.
Yes, go for it.
Remember, there are some people on the internet who only ever care about graphics. Every time a game comes out, they go, look at how great this game looks. Oh, this looks better on the Xbox than it does on the PlayStation or whatever. You know,
Right.
there are people out there who only care about how good a game looks and
That's
not
true.
how it plays, what
Mm-hmm.
it plays like, and all of such. So it wouldn't surprise me if he's one of these smooth-brained idiots. And yes, can we talk just quickly about how amazing the game development community has been as a result of this?
I love it. I love the response. If you haven't been following, and why haven't you?
I think your oh, it's okay. I was going to say your camera's finally caught up.
Oh, whoops. The devs, just devs from around the world, from around the internet, started posting their early days stuff.
Yes,
And
but it wasn't even just that. It was the fact that they quoted the tweet that he put out in almost identical to what he said. Quote tweeted it as well.
yep.
And was basically using it as a way of dunking on the guy to the point where he's had to retract his statement and say sorry.
I'm so glad he did. I have not done a follow up. I need to. I loved seeing the early game footage because they use like placeholders and stuff, which is what I do in my line of work.
Yeah.
And that's why it was so funny to me. That
Oh
this
yeah,
guy's
I
like,
think
oh, graphics are done first. No,
yeah, I think some of the best ones that I saw, and some of this was prevalent because I played the game recently, was the Spider-Man one on PS4.
Oh yes, that
where
was
it was
good.
literally like just a picture of Spider-Man and just these flat buildings.
Yep.
It's really funny, actually. The Cult of the Lamb one was also very good.
That was good.
Yeah, it's just thank you, game developer like Twitter. You gave me a great laugh this week. It was so funny to see.
It was so good. It really was. And yeah, back to the actual graphical interface as we saw it.
Yeah.
It looks good. I'm sorry, I think it looks great. I mean, no, it's not a finished game. You know? Yeah, if it came out like that, we'd be like, huh. You know, hopefully it plays well, but...
Yeah, I really hope that I don't see those red and green arrows that are pointing in various directions at some point.
How could you think, like, what are you all, 12? How could you think that that's final product? Like, for real. They're freaking dev notes on the screen. There's the frame rate is on the screen.
Look, it was only missing one thing, and that was a T-poser, and then I would have been set.
Oh my gosh, yes. That would have been so good. But yeah, and then of course there were people annoyed that there's a female protagonist. That was a whole thing. Which
give it a rest.
Weird because female protagonists have been around forever.
Yes, they have been.
And of course,
stupid.
I'm glad she's curvaceous. I would like to have seen her have more up top. She's quite rather flat chested, but she's
you never
curvaceous.
know. It could change.
I hope so. Yes. And then male protagonist, he looks great because they always do.
I mean, yeah, it kind of, let's just say it's their wheelhouse at this point.
Yeah, exactly.
In terms of their GTA characteristics.
Very GTA, which is good because that's what you want. Stop trying to change things.
Yeah, I think the art style actually does look really good considering that it is still very early on in development. I'm quite liking the lighting model and sort of things like that they've gone with.
Yeah.
And just to give a small sneak peek of the review that I've got for GTA 5 coming out, I basically did state this, that I think that the GTA 5 remaster on Series X and PS5 is essentially a tech demo for GTA 6's lighting and environment analysis.
Well. Little sneak peek.
And I seem to be vindicated in that point.
Yes.
So, yeah. But overall, quite impressed with what I've seen so far.
Yeah.
And,
yeah.
Also quite impressed with how stupid people are on the internet.
Oh
I mean, that shouldn't surprise me in any way, but still.
It still does. Sometimes, like, I'm obsessed with reading comments on just anything. And I am still just like, how these people live in our world. They function in society.
Yeah.
But,
what was it? This famous quote from Futurama? I don't want to live on this planet anymore.
Yes, girl, that gift gets used so much,
Yeah.
especially now.
Yeah, Brent.
Brent has
Yep,
a
Brent put, I
good
don't
point.
care. Yeah, yeah, he put, I don't care about GTA or Rockstar for that matter, so this hasn't changed my opinion about the game.
I
Fair enough.
mean, yeah. I mean, there are people out there who are just like, I don't care.
Hmm. Can I ask you a quick question, though?
What?
Because you're a GTA fan,
Yeah.
let's say.
Hell yeah.
I was having a small discussion with Kurt about
Right,
this.
right.
Is GTA 4 as bad as it should be? Is it as
Uh,
bad as it's claimed to be?
it's terrible, Pete. I tried to play it not too
Okay,
long
I
ago.
think he has. I think he came to me after listening to the episode last time and said
Oh.
GTA 4 isn't as bad as everyone thinks it is. In fact, it's
Oh.
great,
I try. No,
and he's a big GTA fan.
I was gonna
So
say, like, to each his own. Everyone has their, of course, So we always make sure that we establish on the show you can believe anything you want. We're probably gonna disagree with you, but
deadbeat.
yeah, yeah. Um, but GTA 4 is awful. I can't
Okay,
stand it. I tried to play it again not that long ago, and it was just after you've had the fun. Now, okay, we also have to temper it with the fact that in between GTA 4 and 5 was some Saints Row games.
and they were probably the best
They were
Saints
the
Row
best
games as
Saints
well.
Row games, and as you know, I am a Saints Row girl. Fangirl, it looks like now. So
Probably the only Saints Row fan in the world anymore now.
I guess so. It's like, okay, I'm confused by a lot of people. But again, I think a lot of people who claim to have played Saints Row did not actually play all of them. But, what was I saying? Oh, but anyway, so, I guess really what it comes down to is gaming has evolved since GTA 4. And it's so slow. It's clunky. The car driving controls are terrible. The storyline is just, you know what? You know what you should play instead of that? Go play Sleeping Dogs. Sleeping Dogs is so good.
It's on my list.
It's
I've been meaning to play it for quite a while.
It's what GTA 4 should have been. It's so good. Oh.
Yeah, I have essentially heard it is basically GTA in China.
It is, well, yeah. I mean Hong Kong, but yeah, we just go.
I couldn't remember the actual setting itself.
Yeah. I mean, but it's wonderful. It's got, yeah, it's absolutely amazing, and it's got the dating sim, so you can do all that. Yeah.
Thanks. Yeah. So not repeating that comment out loud. Says Deadbeat put Sleeping Dogs is amazing.
It is.
Effing Square Enix.
Yeah.
But Brent also came in with his very typical. I believe Warframe is the best game of the generation.
Well, there you go. You must. Bueno must always say that. But
Anyway, we've been going for over an hour now, so shall we wrap it up? Because I know I could see you flagging, honestly.
Yeah, exactly. It's gonna flatline.
Just wanted a short and quick one to get us back into the swing of things again.
Yep. And then Pete will probably talk a little bit more about it, but we'll be experimenting with a few things in the future.
Yes.
And stuff, but
yeah, I'll get to that in a minute.
I think that's gonna wrap it up for us. Thank you so much for joining us, Pete. Where can they find you out there? Should they wish to?
Yep, you can find me on Twitter usually at PeteBeckett1, spelled BECKETT and the number 1. You can also find me and my tones on the Never Watchers podcast, which is about Marvel and the cinematic universe. Got a new episode coming again this week. So
very cool.
Keep a lookout for that.
Yeah.
Kylie, what about yourself? What about Twitter and that?
If you really want to follow me on Twitter, I'm falling asleep right now. I'm just posting a lot of pictures around Northern Ireland because that's all I'm doing. That's my life right now. It's just visiting everywhere. It's at KILAYTEHGREET.
Yes, that's correct.
Did it.
You did. I could see you thinking about it.
The wheels were turning. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so just before we go, I will talk about the just mild changes that are going to be happening soon enough. So we're going to be experimenting with the day, the week, the day of the week, the time, and all that as to when we actually record this. So, also the days that the podcast will get uploaded as an audio version too. So just keep a lookout on the Twitter for the change of schedule that's going to be coming soon.
Deadbeat might be the only Monday contender. Might be.
Might.
No,
honestly, I might even if we record on a Thursday, I might hold it aside just Monday, just to annoy him, just so we can still have the Monday beef.
That's right.
Nothing like a bit of Irish beef on a Monday.
Boof. Yes.
I knew it was coming. We preempted you, my friend. We preempted you. You said cowards abandoning their Monday slot. Look, maybe there's a better podcast that we want to highlight a bit more by allowing it to have a smooth and clear Monday.
We're helping you, Deadbeat. We're highlighting you.
Keep believing that.
I know. Nobody believes that.
No, anyway, shall we wrap this up?
Let's wrap this up. We thank you so much for joining us. As I said earlier, you can spend your time with anyone. The fact that you choose to spend your time with us means the world to us. Thank you to our watchers and our listeners. And we will see you and talk to you next week. Bye.
Goodbye.
That ends the podcast portion, and I waited. I gave you time.
I'm so glad you did. Apparently I had to leave the county. No, I left the country.
Oh no, I knew that was coming.
He says he had to leave the county. What the frick do you want phobia kicked in? No. Because despite the fact I wasn't even in the country, your podcast was the only one that I downloaded to listen to.
Ooh, special honor. Oh. And yes, Brent, we made it.
Half an hour first thing in the morning for me at 6 a.m. whilst I was waiting for my partner to get up. So Oh, come off it. I'm not even believing that, Debbie. You are full of shite. He said new phone, new keyboard, takes a while. Does that also factor into the account a fair few Irish whiskies?
Yeah.
I'm interested to know. Brent put you made it, and yes.
Yeah,
S22 Ultra. How is the S22? Because I got the 21.
Are y'all talking phones?
Yeah.
Keyboard. I'm gonna have to get a phone next year.
Oh, are you? Is your one actually finally decided to clap out?
It is now obsolete.
Sorry.
Obsolete.
Yeah, oh, really?
Obsolete.
iPhone 7, was it you still?
6 or 7.
Oh, okay.
I don't even know.
And yes, Deadbeat, on a Sunday. Who doesn't drink on a Sunday? Especially in Ireland.
I didn't drink today.
Not today.
But
how many other days this week?
I actually haven't drank the whole time Lynn's been here.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Well, I drank on the first because that podcast because we interviewed Framey Gamey, Mr. Framey Gamey, which was awesome. Please go watch it.
Really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, big fan of that episode. He was a good guest.
Oh.
We've had some other good guests as well.
Deadbeat.
Yes, I know. I know it's said the Lord's Day. You see you next Tuesday, but you know.
Yes.
See, I have ways of censoring myself.
Circumspect.
I have definitely said that far few too many times recently.
Eh.
Yeah, it might be the Lord's Day, but that's never stopped you before.
No, see.
Tell me I'm wrong.
That's true.
And he's probably just going to do that to wind me up now.
Oh yes.
And it'll probably be with some sort of comment that's very inflammatory about the English too. Because I know you're bit by now.
Oh my goodness.
It's not predictable, at all.
Yeah. I'm probably gonna have to just buy the new Apple phone, Brent.
What, the 14?
I think. Yeah.
Well, it may or may not. We were experimenting, so I'm sorry about that. But we've.
What mascot? I'm scared.
I'm confused by this. I'm so confused. I am not even sure. Oh, for God's sakes. He's making a monarch joke, I think.
I should not laugh at that. I'm so sorry. I shouldn't laugh at that.
Okay, that's a good one. I'll give you that one. Oh, jeez. Touche, sir. Touche. I think we should end it there. It's not even going to get any. It's not going to get much better than that, I don't think.
I'm loopy AF. Anyway.
Yeah, I know. So
thank you guys. It's been great being back. We'll find a good day and we'll all chill together.
Yeah, I mean, for now, it's going to stay probably on the Sunday for
maybe for at least one more week. I was going to say.
Yeah, then because obviously your friend is over and you're a little bit preoccupied with even be able to do weekly meetings. So
yes,
we'll discuss it more. But as of next week is probably going to say Sunday.
Yeah. Okay.
Alrighty.
Catch y'all next week. Bye.
See you later, everyone.